So welcome back, friends, to the show. April 8th, 2018, a Monday morning, chilly 33 degrees on the homestead, and today we embark on a brand new video series. How about Back to Basics 2? Back to Basics 2, where we are going to build something really cool using traditional methods as much as possible. So let's take a look at the natural resources, or the raw materials, and see if you guys can figure out in the next few episodes what we're going to be building. This is where it all starts. Here's our natural resource. So what we have here is we've got a, what do we have, 24-incher? A fir that Jack and I took down last winter that's been laying here in preparation for this project here. What do we have? So it is a foot and a half, so 18 inches or so right there at the butt. And I think it'll be perfect for what we need. So the problem being is that this went down and is straddling the creek, and right in the middle of the creek is where I need to cut it. So we need to get it out of here and moved up to the location where we can start doing our joinery. Let's back it up a little so you can see the full picture. So there is the fir in question that we need to get out of the creek bed. And I've got a bunch of this wood that we cut that we haven't finished up here, some big rounds and stuff we need to get out of the way. But the idea is to take the tractor here and grab this with the frostbite and pull it back up here where I can bucket to length. Then I think we can maneuver it out of here. It's going to be a little bit tricky because we've got a lot of trees in here, a lot of mature trees, and it's a pretty long stick. But I think with a little bit of manipulation, we can get everything out of here without barking up any of the trees. So as I expected, that's not going to get the tree out of there. It's the ground is, it's been raining for 3 days. The ground's just too loose, and there's not enough pressure on the frostbite. So we'll lend this up here. I'll bucket over the stream, just bucket from the top. Hopefully, I don't fall in the creek. And then we should be able to, at that 30 foot, we should be able to get it down. The whole thing overall is about 80 feet long, so that's a lot of weight for green fir for a tractor to pull. So let's fire up the saw. All right, there it is. Boy, I cut my finger. A beautifully straight, perfect. This is even better than I thought it was going to be. 30-foot plus trim, 30 what? Cut it 30 and a half feet. 30-foot Douglas fir. Absolutely stick straight. So that's going to be. Whoops, that's going to be really, really nice. It's heavy. I might not be able to get that out of here with the just by grabbing it with the frostbite. We might have to use some more traditional methods here. But let's give it a try. We'll see if we can get it yanked out of here. If not, we'll go get the Jeep hood and do it the hard way. So back in the day before we had equipment, I used this for moving, or the family used this for moving all sorts of things, from boulders to rocks, and I skidded a lot of logs on it. It's an old Jeep TJ hood. Any car hood will do, but it works pretty good to skid it. One of the problems with skidding is this: the leading edge of the log. What happens is, as you're pulling it, if there's a rock, if there's a root, if there's a stump, if there's anything, this thing will catch on it, and you're not going to move it unless you have a monster piece of equipment. Even professional logging equipment, that has basically unlimited power, everything is designed to get those logs up. You'll see the arch on the back of, back in the early days, they used to have dozers, and they had like a trailer, a big trailer with an arch on it, and they would run the cable up the arch and go down, and they wanted to lift that up. If you can lift this up a little bit or keep this from digging in the ground, you don't need that much power to pull. You can even pull, probably not this big, but some pretty good sized stuff with your truck or with a quad or side by side by getting this up. So the car hood, what it does will get the log up on this, hopefully, and then this will scoot along and keep that from digging in, and anything that it hits, a stump or a rock, it will deflect and just kind of roll over. It works really good, but it's really important how you set this up. I'll show you how I do it. So this is a choker. This is just a 10-foot section of cable. You can use a rope, you can use chain, you can use anything. The most important thing though is that whatever it is that you're using has got to be able to slide through something on the front of the hood, because what you want to do is we'll choke this log, and then as we pull, it will pull up. And what I've done is I put I never can remember, shackle or clevis, this thing right here. I put this in there. You could just knock a hole in the front of your hood, get something in there that the cable or rope or chain will slip through, and as the log comes up, it'll stop here and it won't pull the log off the hood. That's the most important part. If you just try to throw a hood underneath there, you'll just pull the log off the hood and you're going to have aggravation. So let's choke the log and it'll all come clear. It'll look a little bit, it's easier to understand when you see it all working. Let's see if we can't get this under here. Now we don't want to choke too far back, or again the log will pull over top of the hood, and we don't want that. I'm hard to ground here, so we'll have to dig this out a little bit. Right tool for the right job. Oh, I'm on a root. Just need a little, there we go. I think we're through. You can hear the axe purist now. Okay, this is good. We got through here. So again, most people are not going to have a choker cable. A chain will do the same thing. What you want on your choker. Chains on the other hand, I probably wouldn't recommend using a rope. What happens is you'll just burn through it. So ropes are not very abrasion resistant, and if you drag them along, if you hit rocks and stuff, they'll just sever them right away. And it's probably better to use a chain cable, is my favorite. I always get a lot of questions about which axe I use. I have several, but this one's my favorite. Those of you guys who follow the channel know that. This is the Swedish-made Gransfors Bruks small forest axe for just homesteader types or just working with on your own land. You just can't beat it. It's probably the best axe, pound for pound. It is, with no question, that I've ever used. There's nothing else. This is the Benchmade 940 of axes. So here's a little trick for you for skidding. So as we went along, you know, we limbed all those branches off. Now on the bottom side, you can't always get to those because it's laying in the dirt, and you get these nubs that stick out. Well, that creates quite a bit of friction when you're skidding. So one trick you can do is when you're setting your choker is if you can set the cable so when it comes tight down here underneath. As we pull, sometimes it will roll it around so the top side that we cleared, which is nice and smooth, will be on the bottom. And that way you need less power to move that log. So it doesn't always work, but usually you can, by the way you choke it, you can manipulate the log somewhat. So that's what we're gonna shoot for here, so that it will come tight underneath and roll that up. Now we can go through our hood. Take the end of your choker, now just go through there, and we can go back and tie onto the machine or winch or whatever you're using. Now you can see how that works. That log won't go any further than this. It'll stop right there, and it'll just be on its merry way. We may not be, I may not be able to get this out of here with this tractor because I am pulling uphill and the ground is really, really soft. So we'll take it slow and see how it goes. If not, we might have to come in here and winch it up. But we'll give this a try first. That's all the time we have for today's show, but we will pick up where we left off next time. I am looking forward to this. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this project. It's ambitious, but we'll certainly see it through. One question, though, for you guys, and I will put a poll up on the channel for this that you can vote, and you by and large, I mean, you as my subscribers can dictate how you want this series to unroll. Would you like me to do it like the traditional one, where I just showed how to do things with the camera, visually rather than talking? I don't even think in the original Back to Basics series, I don't think I even spoke on it, which was really fun and nice to shoot because I get very tired of hearing my own voice with all the editing that I do, but it's probably worse for you guys. But let me know, would you prefer, should we shoot the rest of it in that format with just some nice music, the relaxing style, and I'll go into extra detail with the camera and show every step? Or would you prefer that I narrate and talk a little bit about what we're doing and hopefully not too much, and kind of explain the process and working through these things? So I'll put that vote. I'll put that up to a vote for you guys, and whatever the majority is, that's how the Back to Basics Series 2 will be. All right, so we are really excited. A big week coming up. We are Wednesday. What's today? Monday, April 8th. Wednesday, we will be leaving to go down to Southern Oregon to Thunder Ranch for our urban rifle course, our couples course that we put on that sold out very rapidly. I think it sold out within an hour, and there's going to be 10 of us. So we have couples going down there. It's going to be boy and girl, I guess, man and woman, and we're really looking forward to that. It's going to be super fun. The funny thing, I'll share a story with you. Mrs. W, of course, as you know, is not a gun person. And so a lot of these things are new to her, and she grabbed me the other day and said, you know what, I don't want to go there and look like a complete
look completely naive and not have a clue what's going on. Can you show me how to work an AR-15? Can you show me how to use it? And I said, yeah, we can certainly do that. And I have 2 ARs. I've got a Franken build that I did years ago, which is fine. It's nothing super fancy. And then of course I've got my dream gun, which is my Daniel Defense. Well, I had everything all pimped out on my DD, and I was really looking forward to using it. And unfortunately, Mrs. W accidentally picked up my rifle off the tailgate when we were going out to shoot instead of the Franken gun. And then when I gave her the Franken gun, well, she was not satisfied. She was a little cross with me that I didn't automatically give her the good one. And I lamented a little bit and like, oh, honey, I mean, you're not really into this. And, I built this gun specifically for this course. And, it's you're going to mess up my life. She wasn't having it. I think primarily because the recoil is nicer and the weight. The Daniel Defenses are so very light and wonderful to shoot. So I will be shooting the course with the Franken gun, and Mrs. W, of course, will be shooting with the DD. So I will video what I can on that. I'll follow along. We'll try to do a running daily vlog and meet some of the characters. And I just think the world of Clinton Heidi Smith. I spent 4 days with them on the tactical rifle shoot, and the wonderful people. I'm excited. I get excited about a lot of things, but I'm really excited about this. So anyway, we'll pick up on the Back to Basics 2 when we get back, but we've still got quite a bit to go. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the thumbs up. If you'd like to get yourself a nice gift or a gift for your loved ones, I invite you to go to our Amazon store, wranglermart.com. I've got the Gransfors Bruks small forest axe in there, my axe of choice, and as well as some of the other things that I like, and we're always adding stuff. So we really appreciate that and appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys on the next video.